call the Borough meeting of Wade. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not good with the Galway yet, guys. I'd like to call to order the Borough meeting of Wade Council on February 16th, 2026, 7:30 p.m. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Councilman Patterson.
Here.
Councilwoman Secretary Thomas.
Here.
Getting better.
Mayor Martin.
Here.
Councilwoman Sheridan.
Here.
Councilman Davis.
Here.
Councilwoman Schwartz.
Here.
Councilman Dingfeld.
Here.
Councilwoman DePaula.
Present. I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes from January 5th, 2026 reorganization meeting, January 12th, 2026 council workshop meeting, and January 19th, 2026 council meeting.
So moved. Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Executive session with Ashley.
Thank you, Madam President. Council had an executive session this evening to discuss different personnel matters as well as litigation strategy.
Thank you, Ashley. Public comment. Under the Pennsylvania Sunshine Act, 65 PA CS 710.1, public participation, the Borough of White Oak will provide an opportunity for residents and taxpayers of the borough to make public comments. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. Any public comment? Okay. Mayor's report.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this time, I would like to have our two officers come up here, please. Stand. Officer Patrick Navy, left-hand side over there. Please welcome Officer Patrick Navy to the White Oak Police Department. Officer Patrick was sworn in January 27 by me as a new White Oak police officer. Officer Canavy brings years of specialized police experience to White Oak. Patrick worked for Pittsburgh Police for 11 years as a patrol officer, narcotics detective, and federal tax force officer before joining the Allegheny County Police in 2006. Patrick worked as a patrol officer, worked in executive protection detail, and spent the past 18 years as a homicide detective. Patrick is also certified as an accident reconstruction. Patrick retired from Allegheny County Police in early 2026. And our Officer Bryce Rafferty. Please welcome Officer Bryce Rafferty to the White Oak Police Department. Officer Bryce Rafferty was sworn in on Monday by me, February 9th, as a new White Oak police officer. Officer Rafferty is a 2023 graduate of Indiana University of Pennsylvania Police Academy. Bryce has 2 years of full-time police experience and comes to our department from the Brookfield Police Department. Bryce is also trained in crisis intervention. Please welcome our two new police officers.
Welcome to White Oak, guys.
I also have my police activity for January 2026. 24 alarm calls, both business and residents, 4 warrant arrests, 58 total traffic stops, 25 traffic citations issued, 22 vehicle accidents, 5 domestic related incidents, 11 welfare checks, 12 animal complaints, 22 total criminal arrests, 2 simple assaults, 3 DUI, 4 drug related, 1 public drunkenness, 2 disorderly conduct, 2 hit and run, 1 criminal mischief, 1 criminal trespass, 3 harassments. Total report 262. I also have a proclamation of disaster emergency, which I will read now. Whereas the Borough of White Oak is one of the 99 community members of South Hills Council of Government, SHACOG, Joint Purchasing Alliance for the purchase of rock salt, and whereas the SHACOG Purchasing Alliance rock salt supplier, Compass Minerals, is experiencing shipping delays. And whereas due to the historic winter storm accompanied by brutal cold temperatures, extreme snowfall, and hazardous conditions, the borough has significantly depleted its current rock supply. Now therefore, the undersigned mayor of the Borough of White Oak, pursuant to the authority vested in me by law, hereby declare a state of emergency within the Borough of White Oak, effective immediately as of February 16, 2026. And I will turn this over to our solicitor.
We'll talk a little bit more. There's going to be an amendment to our agenda later tonight under my report, extending for council to discuss potentially extending the proclamation of the mayor to deal with the salt issue, and we can provide a little bit more information at that time.
Thank you. That concludes our report.
Now the president's report with Lori Sheridan, that would be me. A couple things. First, there's motions to appoint the following personnel to the collective positions as presented. However, the first one on there, there were a couple people that kind of fell through. So there's still an opening for an alternate number 2 for the planning commission for a 3-year term. Just to put that on everybody's radar. Also, I'd like to make a I would like someone to make a motion for Will Dawson to serve as alternate number 2, as an alternate to the zoning hearing board for a 3-year term until 2028.
So move.
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. I'd also like someone to make a motion for Wendy Archer, Milton Bruno, Sarah Burns, Karen Slobodian, Lydia Kincaid, and Julie Opperman to serve as members of the Recreation Committee for a 2-year term to end on 12/20/28.
So moved.
So moved. So a
Second.
second? Questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. And then one more thing, we have several openings for board members on the Building Code of Appeals Board. If anyone is interested in serving, please send a letter of interest and a resume to the borough office.
There's a correction to the meeting, or to that motion. Their 2-year term will end on 12/20/27. They will serve 26 and 27. That was a typographical error on my part.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, what's the date?
12/20/27.
28?
27.
Yeah, why don't,
Serve 26 and 27.
for the sake of clarity, let's entertain an amended motion to clarify that the terms and 2-year terms end 2027. But no, let's,
Do I do the whole thing over again?
no, it's okay. We're gonna entertain an amended motion. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second? Do we have a second? Second. Questions on the motion?
Yes. To clarify, it's 12/31 and then the year, right?
Yes,
Okay.
12/31/2027.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, you have a motion and a second.
Okay. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Marion, are you okay with that for minutes? Okay.
Now we'll be moving on to finance with Mr. Chuck Davis.
Thank you, Lori. Your treasurer's report, at that total account balances, beginning balance $5,826,564.16. Actual revenues $655,733.61. Actual expenditures $1,038,274. Fund balance is $5,110,403. The treasurer's report is available at the borough office during normal business hours for review. So I have a motion here approving the check register for the,
Let's approve your report.
Okay, yeah, motion.
Okay, that's in for a motion.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Motion approving a check register for the month of January, which includes electronic fund transfers and general fund checks following the ranges: 52474, 52581, and 10017. Fund transfers and general fund checks are in following ranges. I'm sorry, I'll get through this again. It's 10017, totaling $851,179.31.
So moved.
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Motion authorizing the following inter-fund transfers for the month of January. Liquid fuels to the general fund, $98,526.92. Solid waste to the general fund, $72,580. Post-retirement to the general fund, $4,736.33. Fire Fund Rainbow Volunteer Fire Company to the general fund, $10,466. Fire Fund RVFC Rainbow Volunteer Fire Company General Fund, $566.12. Fire Fund to White Oak Number 1, general to the General Fund, $428.06. Total transfers, $187,303.43.
We have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Health, Environment, Cable, and Technology, Ms. Janice Quartz.
Thank you. We have two upcoming events, April 22nd, from 9 to 1 at the Borough Building for electronics and household hazardous waste collection. And White Oak Cleanup Day is April 25th, 10 to 1 at Heritage Hill. And there are flyers in the back of the room if you are interested in attending or in volunteering. We are still looking for volunteers. We are also continuing to work on the new website to make it more user-friendly. We've targeted May 1st as a launch date for it, and we'll provide more info as we go along. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Jan. Parks and Rec with Ms. Amy Soterianis.
Thank you, Lori. We have also two upcoming events, the White Oak Recreation Committee Spring Craft Show, Saturday, March 14th from 10 to 3. And then we have the White Oak Easter Egg Hunt, Saturday, April 4th from 10 to 12. Flyers are also in the back of the room. Again, if you're interested in volunteering for either one of those events, please reach out. Also ongoing, we have the Veterans Memorial Project. We have a Buy a Brick campaign to support the development of the memorial. A 4-inch by 8-inch red brick is $100. An 8-inch by 8-inch red brick is $150. And a 4-inch by 4-inch replica coaster is $15. There are more details and ordering instructions on the website. And that concludes my report.
Okay. White Oak Senior Citizens Update, Mr. George Pevakis.
Thank you, Lori. Last Wednesday, we had our monthly meeting with entertainer Brian Mahan. We have yoga on Mondays and Wednesdays at 11 o'clock. We have gentle exercise class on Tuesdays at 2:30, and that goes until March 3rd. We have cardio drumming on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock, and that goes until April 7th. Next month, we have a speaker, Elisa from Synergy Financial. We also have a trip to see the musical Chicago, and the full schedule events are on a flyer here in the office here and also on our Facebook page.
Thank you, George. White Oak Athletic Association, this Saturday, the February 21st, is White Oak Athletic Association's annual Cash Bash. If doors open at 6, it'll be starting at 7. There are still some tickets available if anybody's interested. You can contact the Borough, or you can also find it on their website. Also, playoffs for basketball for the association will be starting on Monday, February 23rd. And then one more thing, baseball and softball signups have officially started, so hopefully there's a light at the end of the winter. Okay, Okay, now we're moving to planning, zoning, and codes with Ms. Amanda DePaulis.
Thank you, President Sherrider. I'm going to read some highlights from the Code Enforcement Department report for January 2026. The following inspections were conducted: 23 occupancy inspections, 9 occupancy re-inspections, 2 rental inspections, 4 complaint inspections, 1 violation inspection. This was for a new violation, and 3 follow-up inspections. The following permit certificates or notices were issued: 21 certificates of occupancy, 4 temporary certificates of occupancy, 1 temporary access certificate, 2 zoning permits, 1 permit application was sent to CEA for review, 1 residential building permit was received back from CEA and processed, and 1 violation notice was issued. That concludes the highlights from the department report. I also have a motion that I would like to give a little bit of context for. White Oak Borough and South Versailles Township applied in 2025 for a MAP grant, Municipal Assistance Program grant from DCED. We found out in December that we were awarded the grant, and the total grant amount is $100,000. The match amount is $50,000. $43,000 of that is coming from White Oak Borough, and $7,000 of that is being contributed by South Versailles Township. The motion that I want to make is related to the consultant that we chose after doing a formal RFP process. We had 3 submissions, and we did choose the lowest responsible bidder, who ended up being Environmental Planning and Design, otherwise known as EPD. Okay, so I would like to move to enter into a contract with EPD in an amount of $97,600 for the development of a multi-municipal comprehensive plan and zoning ordinance update, as well as a subdivision and land ordinance update in partnership with the Township of South Versailles, with funding assistance from the Pennsylvania DCED Municipal Assistance Program Grant.
Amanda, a clarification.
Sure.
So the total project is
Yes.
$100,000, correct?
Yes. The
And
$97,600 are EPD's costs, both for labor and reimbursable costs, and then I think it's $2,400 is what our estimate is for advertisement costs, hence the $100,000.
so the $50,000 is the grant money itself.
Correct, that's the amount that DCED is contributing, and then our job is to match 50% of that.
Okay. Okay, we have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. We're moving on to public safety with Mr. Brian Dingfeld.
Thank you, President Sherrider. I have a motion to accept the proposal from Shorkey Audit Group in the amount of $42,468 under the CoStar's Joint Purchasing Program for a new 2026 Dodge Durango Police Pursuit Vehicle and authorize the Borough Manager to sign all documents related to the purchase on behalf of the Borough.
Motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
I also have a motion to accept the proposal from Holzer Specialties in the amount of $14,790 for the patrol vehicle outfitting.
Motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
I have a motion to accept the proposal from Ibis Tech in the amount of $1,200 for the patrol vehicle exterior graphics.
Motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
I have a motion to accept the proposal from Shiloh Services Incorporated in the amount of $2,805 for the installation of new Ubico security keys on all computers within the police department for a 3-year period.
Motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
I have a motion to accept a proposal from Axon Enterprises Incorporated in the amount of $13,916.68 per year for a 5-year contract for the replacement and implementation of 13 new Axon Taser 10 units, complete package for the police department, and authorize the borough manager to execute the contract on behalf of the borough pending solicitor review.
Motion on the floor, do we have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And just for clarification, they are a sole source provider.
I have a motion to enter into a one-year contract extension with PlateSmart LLC in the amount of $3,876 for the camera and license plate readers located at Route 48 in Lincoln Way and Straight Street in Lincoln Way on behalf of the police department, and authorize the borough manager to sign on behalf of the borough.
A motion on the floor, do we have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
I have a motion to authorize cooperation with the Allegheny County Department of Human Services A-Team Alternative Response Initiative Program on behalf of the White Oak Borough Police Department. There is no cost for participation in this program.
A motion on the floor, do we have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Roll call.
Councilman Kambakis,
Aye.
Councilwoman Terry Thomas,
Aye.
Councilwoman Sheridan,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
Councilwoman Quartz,
Yes.
Councilman Dinkfeld,
No.
Councilwoman DePaula,
Yes.
6-1. Okay.
Motion passed.
I have a motion to approve discipline in the form of a written reprimand and suspension for borough employee number 3560.
A motion on the floor, do we have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Do you have anything else, Brian?
No, that's it, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dinkfeld. Public Works and Grounds with Mr. George Kambakis.
Thank you, Lori. Month of January, we had approximately 1,200 man-hours. Most of the hours were due to snow removal, 500 hours plus. We had 82 hours repairing our trucks and equipment. We started on our spring and summer work. We had 105 hours on mower maintenance, and we spent 173 hours on widening the streets from the snow. The entire report is here at the offices, the 20 hours of 8:30 and 4:30. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Kambakis. For personnel, we are still in the middle of collective bargaining with Public Works. That's pretty much it for that. Next would be the tax collector's report. There is a motion to accept the tax collector's reports and pay the commissions and fees due for January 26th.
So moved. Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. We don't have an engineer's report currently today. Solicitor's report, Ms. Ashley Pachowski.
Thank you, Madam President. I do not have a report this evening, but I did, before we move on to resolution ordinances, I did want to give just a little bit more of an expansion upon the mayor's proclamation. As stated earlier, the borough is a member of SHACOG. We're one of 99 community group members. Due to situations beyond our control, the vendor that supplies our rock salt is pretty delayed in providing us with a very needed delivery. And so our stores, the amount of rock salt that we have right now is very low. And so by the mayor declaring this emergency proclamation, council is going to have for its consideration tonight a resolution that will extend that proclamation to March 18th of 2026. At that point, we do expect, based upon the information that we've been given, that we will have a rock salt delivery before that point. They said it should be here by March 16th, but this is the resolution that I am going to ask that council amend the agenda for tonight to add on to the agenda under the emergency exception in the Sunshine Act is going to essentially allow borough management to be able to take any actions necessary in order to get us more salt because we don't want to be left without salt for a if there's any type of weather event. So first I'm going to ask for council's approval for resolution 2026-10. It's resolution of White Oak Borough, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, establishing reasonable attorney's costs of collection for delinquent real estate and delinquent municipal claims, imposing the cost of such collection upon the delinquent taxpayer. We need a motion.
We need a motion to accept the resolution 2026-10.
So moved.
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Who was the motion and second again?
I was the
Motion.
motion.
Amanda and Brian. So motion passed.
Resolution passed.
Now we have ordinance, actually, I'm going to ask for a motion to amend the agenda to add resolution 2026-12 onto the agenda, and it's a resolution of the Borough of White Oak, County of Allegheny, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, extending the proclamation of a state of emergency issued by the mayor under the Borough Code and Pennsylvania's Emergency Management Services Act.
So moved.
Hold on a second. Shouldn't it be resolution 2026-11?
John has it as 1-2.
Well, we skipped 11.
No.
That's an ordinance.
That's an ordinance, but it's different. This is a resolution.
Right,
Yeah, I want to
next
read the
number-
resolutions
The
together.
next number's 11, right?
John, do you have clarification on that?
We count up every year and integrate resolutions and ordinances. They just follow the respective numbers. The next one on the agenda is ordinance 2026-11. Then the following resolution after that would be
Oh, I see.
2026.
Yes, it's okay though. It's okay, as long as the numbering is correct on our end, which it is. So right now, we need a motion to amend the agenda to add resolution 2026-12.
So moved.
Second.
All right, so George made a motion, Brian seconded it.
Yeah.
So now this motion's on the floor.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Now, we will entertain a motion to approve resolution number 2026-12, resolution of the Borough of White Oak, County of Allegheny, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, extending the proclamation of a state of emergency issued by the mayor under the Borough Code and Pennsylvania's Emergency Management Services Act.
So moved.
Second.
I'm sorry, Ashley, can I ask for clarification? You just said 1-2. Did you mean 1-1?
No.
So it's still 1-2?
No, yes.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
Questions?
Question on the motion?
Who was the motion and second again, please?
George, Brian.
Okay, thank you.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Thank you. Now we have ordinance 2026-11. It's an ordinance of the Borough of White Oak, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, establishing the salaries and fees to be paid to White Oak Borough police officers and providing for job classifications and rates of compensation to be paid to employees and professional service professionals of the borough for calendar year 2026.
We have a motion on the floor.
No,
for-
we need a motion.
I'm sorry, we need a motion on the floor for ordinance 2026-11.
Chuck,
Second.
Amanda.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Ashley, do you want?
Nope.
Okay. Do we have any new business? Do we have
I
any
guess I
old-
got a clarification. I just want to explain, that state of emergency, it's not what it sounds like. It just allows us to search other ways of getting salt. So it's not like the sky's falling. Is it?
We just don't want to be stuck with not a snowstorm in case we did get another snowstorm. Thanks, George. It's just to protect us.
Do we have any old business? No. Couple announcements. Meetings will be held at the Borough Building and are open to the public. The next meeting is March 9th, 2026, 6:45 PM, council workshop meeting. March 16th, 2026, 6:45 PM, council workshop meeting, and 7:30 PM, council meeting. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Oh, I see. So that's not their current. Oh, yeah.